Welcome back, guys. BMF's fourth offering focused on Lamar, the series antagonist, riding high on a slew of recent wins against our beloved drug-dealing pair. This episode found him reveling in that success, building on the 50 Boys' demise by going all-out menace on their flourishing operation. Additionally, the violence definitely ramped up, much to the delight of an audience craving the darker aspects of underworld life. I'm here to break it all down in typical top 10 WTF fashion. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things BMF. Here we go. WTF moment number 10, Uniformality. Lamar and the rest of the 12th Street crew take an excursion in the spirit of coordination via the local mall. While gathering their matching paraphernalia, they notice Terry entering the same shoe store and begin pressing the latter Flannery. However, upon noticing his family's presence, Lamar disrespectfully tosses cash towards the ground he's standing on and leads the rival crew away from the tense scene. WTF moment number 9, Stoneburger standoff. Continuing his rampage against the 50 Boys, Lamar and his 12th Street collective make an impromptu visit to their rival's food truck operation, a recent development Meech and Terry worked to much success. Lamar exposes the mysterious menu item galvanizing their clandestine customer base and causes the operation to subsequently close due to the influx of illegal requests. WTF moment number 8, Malpractice. Pastor Swift makes good on his legal referral and has his niece meet with the Flannerys to explore legal consequences against the doctors behind Terry's faltering eyesight. T exposes his eye for the first time since being shot, appearing closer to the real-life T's physical display. Though apprehensive due to Swift's vicarious involvement, Charles acquiesces to the legal upstart's expertise. She thoroughly inquires about the depth of the hospital's malpractice and forms an initial game plan to benefit the Flannery family. WTF moment number 7, Kidnapped. Meech and Terry bum rush a high-end hotel, hoping to link with Rock's out-of-town connect. While in the bougie establishment, they receive a note directing them to meet out back. Once finally outside, the brothers are ambushed by a mysterious group of armed suits and taken away in a Buffalo Bill-style van. WTF moment number 6, Here Kitty Kitty. Hoop wisely concludes that the food truck play was Lamar's strategy to deplete the 50 Boys' stash house forces, leaving the gold mine open for attack. His worst fears are confirmed upon entering the ravaged drug hub, and worse, the street soldier is attacked while investigating the crib further. Hoop is nearly executed during the shootout by Lamar's reinforcement. However, at the 11th hour, Kato comes to his aid, blasting at the new 12th Street leader, much to his chagrin, but more on that in a minute. WTF moment number 5, Graveyard Duty. As it would turn out, Pat was behind the prior kidnapping of his ambitious underlings. He castigates them for going behind his back and subverting his authority. However, much to everyone's surprise, instead of attacking Meech and T, he turns his ire towards Rock, his now former right-hand man. Rock is beaten profusely with Pat's shovel, nearly decapitating him in the process. Then, Pat furiously directs Meech and Terry to bury the disloyal soldier. This display not only shocked the brothers, but left a renewed impression on just what Pat's capabilities are following the hit his image took during that drug session Meech witnessed in 103. WTF moment number 4, JMOs rising. Brian meets with an old contact from the force regarding JMO and the search for his body. As fate would have it, the now deceased drug boss is discovered in the river, incensing the detective and further complicating his position as a 50 Boys friendly and E-Course police detective. JMO's corpse is haunting, decayed by time and sewer sludge simultaneously. WTF moment number 3, a warranted visit. Detective Brian angrily pulls up to Pastor Swift's church in search of Meech, immediately following Terry Jr.'s christening. He requests that the elder Flannery brother accompany him and his partner downtown to flesh out the JMO revelation, a request Meech humbly declines. The presence of police after such an ordained event inspires more turmoil within the Flannery clan, causing the patriarch to depart in disappointment and disgust. WTF moment number 2, stranger in my house. Kato arrives at home following an event-filled gangster day. While getting into her decompressed ritual, she's suddenly attacked by Lamar. The 12th Street King threatens her life for the prior gunshots, something she rationalizes as a maneuver to avert suspicions by her crew. The treacherous turncoat is in the midst of a dangerous game with her life in the balance. Playing both sides is an exercise in Russian roulette, and Kato just might crap out sooner than later. And WTF moment number 1. Let him have it, L. Terry meets up with the prospective new plug, Big L, who turns out to be the same woman he rejected at the bar the other night. She agrees to work with the younger Flannery under one condition: Meech could not be involved whatsoever. This will surely deepen the wedge already lodged between the two brothers, something that may be irrevocable going forward. Some lingering thoughts before we end today's video. The title of this episode was Heroes, and it served as an ode to those figures that Meech and Terry once looked up to, but have now surpassed or are in the process of surpassing. This was most notably indicated during the graveyard sequence, where Pat made one last ditch, not to mention overtly violent effort, to keep his youngins in line. But you know how the saying goes, your idols become your rivals in due time. Lamar capitalized on the information Kato previously divulged in that bowling alley bathroom, including the food trucks, stash house, and internal struggles. This resulted in the flurry of sabotages we witnessed by 12th Street against the 50 Boys. Meech was introduced to a serious wake-up call during that hotel fiasco. Sometimes money can't buy you access. Your rank in society supersedes those paper presidents among elite circles, and regardless of how much you accumulate, you're still a nigga in a coupe in the eyes of the distinguished, as the great Kanye West once said. Big L deciding to work with Terry over Meech was directly related to the latter's flashy nature during their clandestine encounter at the bar. Having a chance to observe the two brothers, she chose the lesser of two stunners, so to speak. That same nature is rebuked by Terry as well throughout the series thus far, and is a major point of contention between them throughout their storied history in the game. During the christening of Terry Jr., Terry had the same moment of guilt that Meech had post JMOs' demise. Terry's, however, was inspired by the Graveyard Massacre. His son is giving him a new regard for human life, which is why his subconscious substituted his seed in Rock's place during the grisly vision. The address on Pastor Swift's church is 1420, and I don't think that's a coincidence given that he's portrayed by Snoop Dogg, who's definitely high as fuck in every scene, which is ironically hilarious. And lastly, Lamar's Three Little Pigs retelling was just as much about the 12th Street crew as it was the 50 Boys. Lamar literally came out of prison, infiltrated the set, garnered a loyal following, and subverted the ops all in one fell swoop. Not to mention, he regained his woman from the clutches of a younger player. Make no mistakes, he is the big bad wolf, and as it stands, the wolf is winning. And that'll do it for this one. What were your thoughts on Heroes? Be sure to drop them below in the comments. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are fans of BMF, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.